Hi, my name's Ray McNulty and I'm one of the directors and trainers at White Knight Sage Training. We teach novices and people who are experts in manual accounts how to use Sage software. If you just stick with this video to the end, it's probably about 6 minutes long. I've got a really great offer that I'm sure you're going to love. Okay. If you fall into one of the following groups, then I've no doubt whatsoever that you've come to the right place and we can help you. If you've never done any bookkeeping, either manual or computerized, if you're unemployed and you want to increase your job prospects by getting good Sage skills and qualifications, if you've already got Sage skills and you just need the qualifications to prove it, or if you own or run a small business or social enterprise and your accounts are driving you mad, then we can help you. Now let me be really clear at the first point. Even if you've never done any bookkeeping or used a computer before, I guarantee that you'll be able to learn real Sage skills with us, whatever your experience, and in the shortest possible time. Over the past 16 years, I've taught probably 2,000 plus people how to use Sage software. I've taught in schools, colleges, small and large businesses and social enterprises. And in that time, I've learned an awful lot of what you should and you shouldn't do with Sage. I've learned from people who've made mistakes all over the place. But with our training, you don't have to make those mistakes. You can get it right the very first time. As a result of all that research and development, I've created a series of training programs that solve all the problems people have with Sage, and they're solved once and for all. Now, because of that development, there's been 3 programs. They've been turned into 3 levels, different levels of training. One of them is bound to match up with the level that you need. The best way to think of our training is that you're doing 2 courses in one, whether you're doing the levels 1, 2 or 3. Because as well as showing you how to use Sage, we'll teach you all the principles of bookkeeping and accounts. This means that not only will you be operating Sage like a professional, but you'll understand what and why you're doing it. Let me just run through those 3 levels very quickly. Level 1, basic. If you've never done any bookkeeping or accounts before of any kind, this is the place that you've got to start. We'll teach you all the basic terminology, and you'll learn to process invoice, credit notes, receipts, bank payments, direct debits. Level 2 is intermediate. If you're confident about all the things I've just mentioned, then we'll move beyond that to things like wage journals, bank transfers, bank reconciliation. And just to repeat, we don't expect you to know any of the theory at this stage. We'll teach you all that as well. Level 3 is advanced. Now, to give you some idea of how sophisticated this is A-level standard. So if you're responsible for month-end accounts, year-end accounts, we'll teach you how to post journals for depreciation, accruals, prepayments. But don't worry, you don't have to do all 3. We can discuss what stage you're at now and what level you want to get to. We can put you straight onto the level that suits you. We won't waste your time getting you to do stuff that you just don't need, because not everybody wants to know the whole of the Sage package. So just to be clear, do the 3 levels and you decide which one suits you. We concentrate solely on getting you the right Sage skills, experience and nationally recognised qualifications as fast as we can. I personally wrote all the teaching material that we use in our courses, and I made sure that there's no jargon, they're in layman's terms, they're easy to understand, they're in simple everyday language, and I think is a really important element, they're fun to do. Not only have I made sure that the course content is really easy, but I've made sure that the actual doing the courses itself is straightforward, because there's no start or stop date. Unlike college courses or university courses, you can join at any time. There are no entry requirements. You don't need qualifications, you don't need prior knowledge, you don't need years of bookkeeping, you don't even need to have worked in an office. And the really big thing that people are misled about is that you don't even need to be good with figures, because Sage does all the hard work for you. You just got to know how to get the information into the Sage software. But not only that, the course has been designed to be flexible. Bearing in mind all the things that I've just told you, what does this mean in reality? It means that the training is not tutor-led. there will rarely be a time when the tutor stands up in front of the whole group and the group follow him. See, the problem with this method is that if you do this method, everybody has to go as fast as the slowest person, because the tutor's got to look after the slowest person. So you'd all get dragged behind as well. Because our training is self-directed, you work through the training material at the speed that suits you at your own pace. Having said that, there's always a Sage expert in the training room on hand to sit beside you and help you whenever you need it. Now, because you can decide what you want to learn and when you want to learn, you can actually possibly do a crash course on Sage, do a full week, get a qualification and move on. Or you can choose to spread it over a much longer period, even a year, whatever suits you. Our training sessions are done in blocks of 3 hours, so you can study for 1, 3, 6, 9, up to 30 hours a week, or just do 1 3-hour session a week. We're so confident that you'll really love the way we teach Sage that I'd like to make you this offer. Come along and enjoy a 3 hours test drive at Sage with us at absolutely no cost or no obligation to yourself. It doesn't matter if you're a complete novice and never touched a computer before, or if you're an accounts expert. We can establish in seconds what level you're at, and then once we know, you can jump straight in and off you go. There'll be no effort to try and sell you any training. Just come along for a cup of tea, see who we are, what we do and how we do it. You don't need to stay for the full 3 hours, stay as little as long as you want. The only condition I ask of you is that you come along, you're relaxed and you want to enjoy yourself. So, if you'd like to join us, then simply enter your contact details in the box below and someone will get back to you within 72 hours to arrange a free session with us. So book your place with us. I look forward to seeing you. Please do this as soon as possible because places are limited and they're already been taken up quickly. Once again, just enter your details in the box below and I look forward to seeing you. Bye.